Hello, guys. Welcome back to Matt's Monday Morning Podcast. Recording this on Friday, uh, episode 3, and it's just me this time. No guests like last time. We had my friend Nick McGinnis on. That was fun. That was a really good episode, I think. But the issue with that was that it lasted like an hour and 20 minutes. So, and when you have like the free version of SoundCloud, they only let you upload like 3 hours of footage, and that means that the hour and 20 minutes I did with Nick and the like 50 something minutes I did myself left us with like 44 minutes for episode 3. So you got a long one last time. You can get a short one this time. Uh, that could be taken multiple ways, but yeah, it's just me. And I got some throat coat tea with me. I highly recommend that shit. Um, Especially if you're a vocalist. It tends to fucking help your throat, especially if you have throat problems and you're also a vocalist. But yeah, I had a like crazy week, everyone. So I recorded the podcast with Nick actually a week ago last Friday. Um, and then the day after that, I proceeded to eat, not eat, or I went over to my friend's house. We were watching movies, and I slept over there, and I drank like 6 or 7 cans of Mountain Dew, if I count correctly. And actually, that might be an exaggeration, but basically, I ingested a lot of caffeine and sugar through this Mountain Dews, and I stayed up the whole night and the whole day, and I just like could not fall asleep. My brain would not shut off. It was active. I was being like, I told my other friend who was there this because the guy whose house it was, he went to bed early, but earlier than us. He went to bed at like midnight. But I told my friend, I was like, yeah, I'm being kept up by blue light and caffeine now. So that's basically what was happening. It's basically what we did. But then after that, uh, Monday, I went to school. Monday was normal. It was okay. Nothing weird about Monday. But Tuesday, I came down with, okay, yeah, we're going to start with like a gross out story early on this morning for you guys, even though it doesn't really go up till the afternoon on Mondays, but whatever. Uh, I had the bad case of the shits on fucking Tuesday. It was like, holy shit, like I had a stomach ache. Felt like there was like a boulder lodged in my digestive system. But yeah, I eventually just went to the restroom. I'm gonna put it as cleanly as possible. I went to the restroom and I relieved myself of uh, that plight. But Tuesday it really sucked because there was that. So I didn't go to school because of that. Like I didn't go at all. But then I proceeded to yeah get into like a I don't know get into a bad mood. And then the day after that, which would be Wednesday, I yeah, some shit happened Wednesday. Didn't didn't go to school on that day either. But I mean, do I really want to get into it? I don't know. I don't know if I do. I don't know if I really do want to get into like a heavy story time this week. Uh, Maybe. I'll just be as fucking vague as possible. This girl that I like am in love with, basically. She got mad at me on Wednesday and like blocked me and stuff like that and all that stuff. And then I just kind of like, I just took a knife and I kind of like snuck it to the bathroom while nobody was looking, nobody was around, and I just kind of like tried to slit my wrist, but no big deal. I'm okay. Didn't even leave a scar. Knife was like fucking pussy knife. It was not a butter knife, but it was no blade, you know what I mean? It was not a fucking like crusader sword either. But that happened, and then I proceeded to not go to school, and my mom had me go to my therapist early. I was supposed to go today, but she had me go Wednesday when this happened. And yeah, but I recommend getting a therapist. Like, they get one for you if you do a suicide attempt, which I did a couple of years back, and that's why they mandatorily get you one. But so I've been seeing this guy for like hold on, let me count. 2017. Okay, so 2016 February. I've been seeing him for like a year and a half or more. Almost 2 years. He's a good therapist too, but I recommend one for people who don't even have or don't even think they have issues, because it helps to just have a dude or a lady to just fucking vent out all of your shit, all your bullshit to. Just leave it at the fucking therapist office, you know what I mean? It's like a venting, coping mechanism, which helps. I think everyone should have one, and if you do, you should not be ashamed. But don't get a social worker, because social workers are trash. They just tell you, they just regurgitate the bullshit that they get taught in school like fucking robots. And I know this because my mom was trained in psychology in college. So like, she knows this shit. She knows how horrible social workers are. She didn't want to be a social worker. She wanted to be an actual like therapist, like actually, like the real deal. So yeah, that's that. And then yesterday, which would be Thursday, I skipped first period because I slept in, and I was like, no, I don't feel like walking in late in that class. So I just went in second period and basically hung out with my friend. Because second period I have study hall, so it's like no big deal, And then, yeah, it's basically what happened. But today, yeah, I'm just gonna jump right in to the points that I kind of had decided on. But like today, I just like I was in study hall again today. I actually went to school all day today, so I only went to school full days twice this week, 2 out of 5 times. But I went in there and I dealt with it and all that shit. But in study hall today, I don't even know if she wants me to share this. Whatever, fuck it. She won't even listen to this. She doesn't even fucking give a shit about what I do. Anyway, I went in there, I went to study hall, and I was just sitting there alone because Jacob Lord like switched the periods you had study hall in or some shit like that. I don't know. Jacob Lord is my friend. I don't know why I just said his full name out loud. I usually don't. Whatever. I don't even think he cares. He'll probably like enjoy the shout out. But she was in there because she's in my study hall with me every other day, and fuck, she was looking just amazing today. She was like beautiful, like holy shit. Like she's always beautiful, but fuck, like fuck. it was like, ooh, like holy shit. But anyway, um, I went over to her. Now, bear in mind, we have not spoken in person since like we broke up. I remember that day too, and it like hurts me. But I told, I asked her. I like got down like onto her table, and I was like, well, not like on, but I was like had my shoulders or my elbows resting on the table, and I had like my face in my hands, and I just got in front of her. I'm like, you need any like help with anything? Like, you need me to do something for you? Cause that's like a thing I do. I like help her with shit, help her with schoolwork if she asks for it, you know. And I was like, "Is there anything you need me to do for you?" And she's like, she wouldn't even look at me, and it was, oh my god, like I'm 100% sure she hasn't looked at me in years, but she like, she she was just like, I first thing I actually said, I said hey, and she's just like what, and she looks away. I was like, oh, like I'm trying to like like holy shit. But she go she goes no. Like I asked if she needed me to do anything for her. She's like no, like in the most like pissed off voice. Like she's just so angry at me. I don't know what. So I figured out why she blocked me. Then she got mad at me for something, but I don't know what the fuck I did. Like I kind of have an idea, but I'm not gonna share that on the podcast because I don't know if she. Yeah. Ugh. It sucks though. Like it sucks. I don't really care though. I can put up with that shit. I'm the guy who has to deal with shit. I imagine myself. Hold on a second. I imagine myself as that husband of that wife who just like he's the guy who deals with shit. You know, like I feel like that guy. Yeah, that stereotypical guy with the wife is like a lot of guys can't handle her. You know. I don't know. I just envision myself with a woman like that. And of course, my mother would hear that and should just go like, "Fuck no, like no, you need to get a nice girl." But the problem with that is, I'm not attracted to nice girls like at all. Like quiet, like I don't like that shit. I don't like shy really. Like it's kind of cute, but I identify with shy people, and I don't look for like love interests in people that I am similar with. You know what I mean? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I like that quality, that like strong quality. I like a strong woman. I like some fire. I like a little bit of passion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to date a fuck. I don't want to feel like I'm in the fucking 1950s. Okay? You know what I'm saying? This is 2017, February. It's a month of fucking love, right? Cupid's gonna be firing his arrows. Yeah, they always seem to hit everyone but me. Seems like motherfuckers. But yeah, I want a strong woman in my life. Which I kind of have, but if she wouldn't block me on Snapchat, maybe we wouldn't have a problem. But I mean, whatever. I'll just wait because you know the ironic part is that nobody's gonna like I'm confident nobody will feel the way that I do about her. Like I love her too much for to that to be surpassed. So it's not really a fucking issue. Uh huh. Yeah, well yeah. Anyway, let's move on from all that bullshit. Like the way my week went. Like no one wants to know those stories, do you? I just wasted like 15 minutes on that subject. Just gone out of 44. So I'm gonna have to watch the clock, dudes. I'm gonna have to watch how long we go. I wonder if the audio is gonna do the thing where it like cuts out again. Cause like that's not all I want to speak about on here. I want to talk about. I want to get into some politics a little bit. Not like last week or the week before that. Like just a little touch on something that I think I forgot to talk about on the first week. But yeah, I will. I will for sure. Man, we're picking up in views too on SoundCloud already. Like the first episode is like 30 something. The second one is like 20 something and one like too, which is awesome. So hopefully the third one will pick up the view count again and get more likes, and hopefully we'll be rolling. Then I'll have to pay, or my mom will have to pay, or something like that. We're gonna have to work something out so I can keep posting these on SoundCloud, because it's the easiest method of podcasting. Like, it takes no time to upload. It's amazing. It's just great. I love SoundCloud. And they're not paying me to say that either. I'm not a fucking shill, okay? I'm not shillery. You motherfuckers. Don't try to call me a shill. Throat coat tea is good for you. Tea is good for you. In fact, that girl I was talking about, she gets on tea because it's like messes with her teeth. It like stains your teeth. She's like, it stains my teeth. It tastes horrible. Yeah, but it's good for you. She's like healthy too. Like she's like a healthy person. You know what I'm saying? But oh wait, hold on. I think we just went over the time it usually cuts us off. That's awesome. Maybe it won't cut us off. All right, let's get into that topic I was gonna talk about touching on political shit. Feminists, feminism. Boy, I know this fucking podcast with the shit I was saying about that girl and the shit I'm about to say is gonna piss one person, one female person that we know off. Like, she's gonna be so mad. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. Maybe we wouldn't have this issue if she responded to my messages, but basically, I hate the hypocrisy because my friend will say, like, she's a fucking cunt, and then this girl will go like, oh, don't talk about women that way. Yeah, as you like a couple hours ago, earlier in the day, you called a guy a dickhead, which is basically the same thing as calling a girl a cunt, because you're calling them their genitals, which is kind of fucking stupid if you ask me. I don't know why that's part of our vernacular as a culture, but I'm still gonna use it. But like, and she calls guys fuckboys, but has an issue when I say, oh, she's a slut, or even when I say, you're a slut, but that's a different story. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand the hypocrisy there, the double standard. Like, you're calling them the same thing. Everyone can be criticized. It doesn't, like, no one is safe. Sorry, it cut me off. It cut me off. No one is safe from criticism, okay? Like, you are not like this almighty being. You don't have all the power in the world. I'm sorry to disappoint you. But, yeah, just because you have a vagina doesn't mean I can't call you one. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't, like, yeah, and see, she says shit like, basically, like, I've heard her tell this to her friend, like, next time, kick him in the dick. Like, what? Yo, yeah. It's like a guy. It literally is a guy being like, "Oh yeah, next time just punch her in the face." Like, it's the same thing. She's telling her friend to do domestic violence on a guy. Like, it just bugs me. the feminist hypocrisies. That's all I gotta say about it, though. Like, whatever. Do your women's march. I don't give a shit. I see the point that you want to protect your reproductive rights and um, your right to not get raped because, Donald Trump said he likes to grab girls by the fucking pussy without asking or, like, without clear consent. He just runs up and does it. But I would rather you not, like, light shit on fire and break windows next time you riot, or should I say protest. Yeah, it just ruins your whole fucking message totally. But the part that people forget about the women's marches is that there's never been that kind of backlash just after a president got in. Like, what does that tell you about the president you chose? That there was that historic event. Like, that event's going down in history. Kids are gonna learn that shit. Oh, it's 2016. Trump got elected. Oh, what's this? After the inauguration, women's march. Oh, okay. Like, that's gonna be a term on somebody's history test in like 50 years, if we're not all dead by then. There's a theory. There's a theory about there's a theory about how maybe uh, human beings will go extinct and natural creatures like plants and all that shit will survive and surpass the human race. Isn't that interesting? Like, we're all gonna kill each other basically, and then nature-based creatures will roam. Like, aquatic life will be fine. I mean, depending on how much damage the human race does to them by the end, but yeah, like, nature-based creatures will thrive after the human race is dead, and that makes sense because, and actually, that feminist chick I was talking about earlier is kind of agrees with me on this. Human beings are destructive. It's all we do is destroy. We create shit that only we can understand. Because, like, an animal doesn't know how to fucking iPhone works. An animal doesn't understand buildings or borders, for that matter, or flags. An animal doesn't give a fuck. We create things for our own enjoyment, and the way we do it is we destroy the shit that other animals, because that's what humans are. We're fucking animals, just like everyone else. Our closest ancestor, we have the closest common ancestor with a fucking chimpanzee. The DNA is like one chromosome or whatever off. So, explain that to me, you fucking conservative Christian cunts. Explain that to me. Oh, God meant it to be that way. Scientists lying to you. Go fuck yourself. That's all I have to say. I want to be taught Christianity and creationism in school because I want to stay stupid. Like, fuck you. Ugh. I just want someone on the podcast because, like, okay, I hope my friends, like Nick, doesn't get offended at what I just said. I know he won't because he's a fucking awesome, chill dude. His brother will, but, yeah. Oh, speaking of his brother, people think that liberals are, like, condescending and pretentious. Conservatives are way more. Like, a conservative guy seems, from my own personal experience, will go out of his way to call you ignorant or stupid or, like, daft, like, before a liberal or progressive would do that. Because, like, it seems to me that the liberals are more civilized. Like, I try to be civilized in my comments on Facebook. And just get these morons laughing at you. Like, fuck you. Oh my god. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Uh, yeah, I want to get, even though I had Nick last time, who was like a Christian, libertarian type dude, I would love to have just an anti religion, just like anti. Actually, you can be like spiritual. We could do like an anti-organized religion thing where I just have like somebody. I know a couple people like this, and we just dissect like the church and just destroy like the notions that they put into people's heads, and like that'd be so fun. That needs to be an episode someday. That'd be so fucking fun. Hell, like we could do one with just one guest, and then like later down the road we could do another with like multiple people. Oh my gosh, the debates that this podcast could open up and all the fucking possibilities are endless. Makes me like makes me really excited for the future, to be honest. Like I love podcasting. I love podcasting. It's great. I even love to do it alone, just rambling to myself for an hour or two. Or less. I think the ones with just me are like destined to be shorter than the ones with other people. I think that's just the way it works, to be honest. Because like, remember, I only have 44 minutes of this. We're like halfway through. Uh, hmm. Yeah, what did I talk about? Hypocrisy of women. Hypocrisy of conservatives. Uh, Fuck, I don't know. Throat coat tea. Man, that shit's good. I love tea. I love it. Like, you can kill a sore throat with throat coat. You can just kill it. Just kill a sore throat with some throat coat. But, like, dude, this podcast, so many possibilities. Nick wants to come on again. Hell, he can be like a reoccurring member. Like, he can just come in whenever he wants and do one out, like, any week. You know, like, whatever. I'm down with that. But before he comes on again, I want to have a different guest. Maybe next time we'll do a different guest. Some different viewpoints into the mix of in the conversation, in the stream of ideas that this podcast can open up for people, I hope. And yeah, basically we'll see where it goes from there. I can't imagine who though. Like I have a couple ideas, but I don't know. I do like doing them myself though. Like that was the original intention for the show, but I mean, I didn't want to create a whole new show, so I just said, "Okay, it's open for guests now." But like down the road I want to do one that's like multiple people, like 3 or 4 guys. Yeah, we'll have a couple more episodes where it's me. We'll have a couple more episodes where it's one guest, and then we'll open it up to 2 guests. I think that's what the game plan will be. And then that's gonna be fun. And eventually, I want to just have episodes where it's like 5 guys. I have 4 guests on, and we're all just like talking over each other, and like just fucking shit up. You know what I mean? Like just having fun. Man, yeah, we are about halfway through this episode. Hope you've been enjoying it, cause I have. Man. What else is there to talk about? We're not just gonna end it here because I just said we're halfway through. uh, so many people are just gonna tune out right there. They're just gonna click away and leave. But man, this podcast is convenient because you can go right. I share it right to Facebook when it's uploaded. You go right to Facebook. You click on the link, and right in the app, you can just go to the podcast and play it right there. So fucking convenient for people. And damn, like we're already getting growth. Like first episode, like fuck. People use SoundCloud. But you know, I'm really gonna be able to measure growth when you have people commenting on it. That's really gonna mark shit off for us. Because I want to know people's opinions. Like people commenting on SoundCloud, like I think you can do that. Like at a specific time, it'll appear. So like whenever in the podcast you wrote the comment, it like shows up there. I guess I don't know. But yeah. I should probably like share these to Instagram. That would get some fucking attention, I hope. Oh yeah, I could talk about this. Okay, so after I did the thing with Nick, I started thinking about like other guests I could have on the show. And I started getting really existential. And I thought about like in the future all these podcasts are just going to be this list of like hour-long conversation memories that I had with people and myself, and like as long as nothing happens to the SoundCloud thing, they're going to be up there forever basically. And I'll always be able to go back and listen to that shit or this shit. So like, and I'm 15 years old now. I turned 16 March 7th, and like dude, when I'm like 30, 34, looking back on this shit, I'll be listening to this shit. I'll be like, holy shit, like damn, I used to have a future. But fuck, I hope I go back and listen to that exact moment. That'd be hilarious. I'm gonna laugh out loud when I hear myself say that. But yeah, I started getting really existential and like thinking about like what if these people that I do this podcast with like get out of my life eventually? So then I just like have this graveyard of memories with people I don't know anymore in the future, you know? And then like what if people what about when people die? Like you never know when a human being is gonna die. You ever think about that philosophically? You never know when your best friend could die. Like life is so unpredictable. It could end at any moment of like a lot of causes. However, that being said, here in like especially in America, but in this day and age, you're fucking protected from a lot of death causes. Like life is easy for primates like humans in the 21st century. Like it really is. Like it really is. Compared to 200 years ago. Hell, compared to 100 years ago. Like quality of living, so much better today. So much better. Like that's kind of what you can blame overpopulation on, I guess. Is like there's no you keep eliminating ways people can die. So it's like, well, they're gonna have longer lives, and it's gonna be more at one time. So yeah, like everybody's fucking, like the culture's sexualized. So you got like high fertility rates in the country. You know, like what does all this do to evolution though? Like I don't know. I'm thinking about all these big ideas right now. Now that I got on this sort of thought train, and like, I wish there was someone else on to like talk about this with. But most people would probably just be like, I don't know, and just pass it. Just let the idea pass them like the fucking wind. But man, it would be cool just to like, just to like be able to see in the future and like see what the fuck's going on with the human race, like 50 years down the line, even. Like, let's see. Because shit changes drastically. But lately, shit has been changing slower. Like, society stopped developing. The development of society is over. It's stopped growing and changing and all that shit. It's stagnant now. It's static. We need to, like, needs to be a change. There needs to be a change in the way people think about society. I think. Well, I don't know if I meant society or civilization. I think I really meant civilization. Because society is an ever changing idea. So, yeah, civilization is stagnant. It's static. It's not growing. It's not expanding. It's not changing. It's not an ever changing beast like the universe. I want to have a science dude on this podcast who's like really heavy into science. At like down the line, after I like have my friends on, we could branch out to like guests, like other people with followings and all that shit. You know, like I want to do that, or have somebody over like online. Yeah, that'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. I think it's gonna cut us off again soon in like a minute. Yeah. It's like the 1859 mark. It says, "Stop, you have been recording too long." Which doesn't make any fucking sense. I can record as long as I want, as long as I have the space, but it like tells me, oh, you don't have space. And I record it again, like, yeah, I do. Like, I fucking have the space. Fuck. I have the space. This throat coat tea is kind of making me feel weird, though. I don't know why. This specific cup is like fucking with me. Fucking with my throat, actually. Maybe it's because I keep drinking and talking. I don't know. Oh, it just went past the mark again. That's odd. The thing was just supposed to cut me off. Okay then. But yeah, when you stay up all night, stay up for like 30 hours, 30 something hours, I tend to be fucking tired the rest of the week, so I am very tired right now. I haven't gotten a lot of sleep. I kind of never do, due to a variety of factors, like blue light, for example, and like preoccupation and just wanting to stay up. And there's also like the negative mental things that like fuck with sleep schedules at the same time. It's kind of like a deadly cycle. But how long we record for now? Like 30 minutes? Like 14 minutes left. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. It should be Saturday. I am recording this on Friday in case you forgot. But like, I'm almost kind of trying to be less politically active now that Trump is elected and all that shit. Like I kind of got into a phase now where it's just like I don't want to know all the horrible shit he does. I don't want to know. But I kind of do. Because I've always been like, it's good to stay informed, but I also kind of don't. Because it just hurts everything too much. It hurts my head. kind of hurts me inside too. Like some of these stories. Some of them are funny though, like the family that voted for Trump, and then like the brother-in-laws. This woman and her two brother-in-laws or brothers-in-law. I don't know how you would say that. They're getting deported. So look what you voted for. Your family being split apart. What do we tell you? What do we fucking tell you? Tried to warn you, motherfuckers. Didn't listen. Man, it's kind of weird though. Like, Donald Trump's our president of the United States. We'll see what the history books say in 50 years. We'll see. We shall see. Yeah, this tea really is making my throat feel weird. I don't know what the fuck that is. It's irritating though. But yeah, like, 2016 to 2020 and perhaps on. You know, he like already filed for like re-election. Like he's already a candidate for the election of 2020. He did that like hours after he was sworn in. Usually it takes the president like a longer time than like the same day. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. So we could have a good 8 years of Trump. Excuse me. We could have a good 8 years of Trump, and by good I mean shit. Uh, but but yeah. And then that was that raid, and that Navy SEAL was killed. The part that nobody talks about is that this 8-year-old girl was also killed. Killed a couple innocent civilians. And yeah, that's why we got terrorism, because we're doing interventionism. Don't call me a fucking idiot or some shit like that, some derogatory term, just because I know the truth about warmongering. Fuck. Ugh. I hate humans sometimes. So weird how we like. You know what I find weird? How people think torture is okay. Like, how the fuck are you gonna torture another human being and go home and sleep at night? Like, this guy had to have raped and killed your whole family for you to be able to do that. Like, it has to be personal for you to not feel some remorse, I think, unless you're fucking psychotic or completely brainwashed by your military/government. But yeah. Oh yeah, we're already over the time limit. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you motherfuckers later. Goodbye. Hopefully we'll have another guest on next time. See you later.